Good morning. Day 3. Can you believe it? Here we are. And we have more days to go, right? So I want to just remind all our members who are participating in this 21 self-love challenge that it's a challenge. So we're going to do this consecutively every day. So I know that it's Self-Love Saturday. And a lot of you will be joining on the recording. So hopefully you will get to that today on Saturday, right? And so anyway, welcome. I hope that all of you woke up this morning and before you even got out of bed, you gave yourself a big hug and you just said, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to wake up this morning. And so with that beautiful thought, yesterday we talked about concentrating today, day 3, on how much we think and how do we release all of those thoughts, because when we have all these thoughts going, it really limits us for the things that we can do. So we're going to kind of break down some things this morning, and then we're going to do some exercises around being able to release some of the stagnant energy and just that overthinking that happens for so many of us in our 15-minute session today. So again, welcome. I think the first thing I want to do though, we're celebrating ourselves, right? And so with that, what I want to do is I want to start by just clapping for us, clapping for you. And so we're going to clap for 30 minutes. And I'm going to admit Teresa right now. Okay. And welcome, Teresa. We've started, and we're going to start by celebrating you by giving ourselves a round of applause. And we're going to clap for at least 30 times. Okay. So right there, we talked about the palms of the hands having so much wonderful energy, and we talked about healing hands, and we'll really be working on those hands to be able to do just that, giving energy to the rest of the body. So let's start by clapping, right? Clapping for yourselves, and 2. Yay, giving praise to us. Yes, yes, we're here. We made it here this morning. Oh my goodness, just giving all that praise and love and attention to us this morning. So, yay! All right, you're feeling some vibrations in your hands right now? That's good. Take those hands and just give a nice touch to the top of the head. A nice touch. Give that energy, that smooth and soothing energy to the top of the head. And you notice in so many different cultures, we clap our hands. When we're in church, we're giving praise and we're clapping our hands. Clapping the hands is something very special beyond just us having a good feeling and praising others. It really, really just stimulates the energy in the palm of the hand. So just kind of remember that, right? So again, we're going to kind of focus on our brain today. And believe it or not, we have 2 brains, right? We have that brain computer in the head, but we also have our second brain, which is in the gut. And the gut carries those emotions, right? That energy and motion that happens in the gut. But we're going to kind of focus on the top of the head today, our first brain. And one of the things that I really want to kind of start with is understanding how our thoughts get caught up in the base of the neck here, right there at the brain center, right? And we have so many thoughts going through our head today just because we're overloaded with so much information. And a lot of that information and a lot of those thoughts, they're just frivolous thoughts that are going through our heads, and it keeps us from being in the present. And we know that when we are in the present state of mind, we are able to enjoy all that's right in front of us. So if we're worrying about things, usually it's that we're worrying about things that are going to happen that haven't even happened yet. And that's what I would call is just unnecessary overthinking about things. And that's what can cause stress, it causes anxiety and all those other kinds of things. And then when we worry about or we think about things that are in the past, and those are good memories, but sometimes we get caught up in those memories and those things just bombard us, thoughts everywhere, right? And so how do we begin to release some of those thoughts, right? Allow that to be able to, rather than to be caught up right here at the brainstem and become stagnant, how do we release that down and out of the body? And so believe it or not, we've been talking about the hands, but I also want to kind of talk about our feet, which is also right there at the, and I'm going to turn this down a little bit so I can show you, right there at the ball of the foot. Hope you can see me. Right here is where we also, it's very similar to the energy that we have in our hands. And the feet are instruments that help to ground us, help to keep us in the present moment as well. And when we're overthinking, when we stimulate the ball of the feet, we can bring all of those thoughts down and bypass the stagnation here in the brainstem and just bring all those thoughts down. And so what we're going to do this morning is we're actually going to do a little bit of, I guess what I'll say, some marching. And what you're really doing is you're going to be pressing down on the ball of the feet as we're sort of lifting the legs up. So let me just take this down a little bit. And just for a few minutes, we're just going to do that. I hope you can hear me. It's like we're marching, but you're actually pressing down into the floor, the ball of your feet, okay? So let's just do that with a smile. You know, when you smile, that the body kind of accepts the things that you want to do. When you're frowning, it's a form of resistance, right? So you always want to keep that beautiful smile as we're working on self-love. Okay, so I'm hoping that you're feeling that. It is. I got a little jazz music going, I hope you can hear me. Yesterday's music I had on the speaker, and it was kind of, I don't know, when I heard back the recording, it didn't sound so good. So I'm just going to keep that music on the phone for now. All right. So I hope you're paying attention. And almost feel like you are, let me see what image I can give you. Kind of stomping something into the ground. Maybe your potatoes are coming up in the garden and you want to push them down. So imagine that you're pushing something down into the ground. And again, this is grounding. And what you're actually doing right now is you're taking all of that thinking from the head and you're putting it into the beat, all of that energy, right? And if you will, close your eyes for a moment as we're marching, as we're pulling that energy down to the beat and grounding ourselves. And just feel what that feels like. And what it should be doing is kind of cooling the head. You know, you hear all of these different expressions, right? Oh my God, you have a hot temper, a hot head, right? Opposed to having a cool head about things, being calm. And oftentimes when there's so many thoughts going on in the head, the heat is here. But what we want to do is there's a practice of water up and fire down. So we want to always keep our heads cool and our bellies warm and hot. So you heard the expression fire in the belly. Well, you know, the belly, we talked about that second brain. That is your core. That is your engine, like an engine in the car. We're gonna be working on that core too. But for now, we're just bringing all of that energy down to the feet. We're getting activated this morning, our whole bodies. And we'll slowly stop. Close your eyes, just stand and feel that energy. Where is the energy right now? Where do you feel that energy? Are you feeling it in the feet? Are you feeling grounded? Now, of course, we're going to add our breath to that to relax and just bring all of that energy down, this ground. So let's do that. Let's inhale up, and I'll show you a little practice of controlling the breath. So we're going to inhale, and our palms are down, and then we'll turn the hands, and then lift up. And then when we exhale, we're going to exhale all of that energy down to the feet and grounding ourselves in. So ready to inhale. Exhale. You can close your eyes for this. Inhale. Inhale. Let your arms just go. And now bring all of that good energy down through the body. Yeah. Okay. And just stay with that for a minute. Let your heartbeat shoot. Feel your heart beating, because we were pretty active in the beginning with stopping the feet. Let the heart calm down, the mind calm down. We want to work toward peace of mind, right? The beautiful state to be in all the time, 24/7, peace of mind. And so this is a practice that, it doesn't happen overnight to learn to just really manage and control and to be able to relax the mind, just because we're in an environment that has required us to just go all of the time. But when you begin to practice that and be in that state of peace of mind, you'll find that everything around you, no matter how hurried it might be, you'll feel a sense of calmness, right? A lot of people talk about meditation, and we think that meditation is, maybe lying down, sitting down in a yoga position, and everybody stops to meditate. But meditation truly is a state of mind that we can be in 24/7, because it's being in the present state of mind. So we're going to continue this idea of being able to calm the mind. We'll be giving a lot of different strategies over the next 21 days to be able to do that, as well as becoming much more conscious of our mind, body, and spirit, and how we can work to let all of that be as one. And when we are as one with all of who and what we are, oh my goodness, life is so much better. So I want to just send love and peace to all of you this morning. Have a beautiful Saturday. And remember to smile and just feel that positive love and reflect on loving you. See you tomorrow on Sunday. Blessings to all. Peace and blessings.
Blessings. Thank you.